going to delve deep into linguistics. Now, this product has sensors and has mics around the device. Now, if I'm to speak, her device is going to interpret to her what I said, and if she is to speak, her device is going to interpret to me what she said in my language. I hope that's clear. So aside audio, this device also interprets text by the use of the optical service over here. It is going to capture the text in a different language and interpret it into the language you understand. Now, this is clearly an electronic device and it runs on power. So it is fully functional when it is fully charged. Now, I'm sure you are wondering, how am I going to get this wonderful, sophisticated device? We have a website, www.casatre.com, and you can also get this device from all tech stores and all other online stores. Now, I'm sure each and every one of you want to know how much this wonderful product costs. Take a lucky guess. Anyone? Please, it's not 20 CDs. This wonderful product goes for 1,500 CDs. It goes for 1,500 CDs, and it took us just 750 CDs to make, making us 100% profit. Now, to my investors, to my wonderful investors, I'm sure you're wondering, hey, how much money am I going to make from investing in this wonderful device? You are going to make 5% on each and every purchase of Casatre. Now, I'll leave everything to Aram to dive into the conclusion.
People are going to hear about us on our social media platform, attending tech events, and also involving influencers. In conclusion, all we are trying to say is that this electronic device is going to help curb frustration, communication barriers, and also help us connect with each other. So when I say Casatre, you say Casamame. Casatre.
Casamame.
For my audience, Casatre.
Casamame.
Casatre.
Talk for me.
Thank you.
Wonderful. All right. Team Power. Papi and Aram. Coming to Jeremiah.
Hi.
Hi.
You guys look good. Your presentation was also on point. There was confidence. I like the novelty of the idea. The idea may exist in other places, but doesn't exist really in Ghana. So yeah. The only place that I screamed and opened my mouth was the price, 1,500. For future business education, Ghana is a price-sensitive market. So when you are creating a product, you have to think through it well and ensure that you manage your cost well so that you can also manage your price well. Otherwise, you have a great product, but nobody will buy. Right? So your 1,500 there, tell you about 4 times higher than what the average customer will buy a product like this for. Right, so you may want to consider it. Right, thank you. Well done.
Thank you.
All right, welcome. Thank you so much. You can please go back and sit.
Speak life into my house. I speak joy into my day.
Team Power, Papi and Aram on Outspoken, the language translation device. And from language, we move on to pharmaceuticals. On an in-sleep pharmaceutical limited, it is Team Acidity bringing you Sleepamine gummies. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Welcoming Berima.
Hey, hey. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Rockstar main mix.
Everyone, my name is Berima and I'm from Team Acidity. Unfortunately, my partner is not here, but then I'll run the show. I'm a pharmaceutical business manager, and I'm here to pitch my business idea to everyone, especially investors around the globe. So let me roll back the clock. A few years ago, I was working in one of the notable hospitals in the country, and my patient died of severe repercussions of high blood pressure. But this high blood pressure was actually directly linked with chronic insomnia. So I could boldly say my patient died of chronic insomnia. Okay, so this is it. I've collaborated with, I'm from Inslee Pharmaceuticals Limited, and I've collaborated with some top chemists and some researchers to actually come on board with a product to actually correct insomnia. Okay, so the name of my product is Sleepamine gummies. The main active ingredient in this Sleepamine gummies is to work on the coordinate nucleus in the brain to increase the dopamine levels in the bloodstream to actually correct your sleep schedule. So let me tell you one unique thing about my Sleepamine gummies. We came to a realization that people suffering from chronic insomnia actually break out a lot. So we actually added another active ingredient to correct all other skin disorders, especially acne. So per calculations, this is a very high margin volume business. So we want to start off with a budget around 200,000 Ghana cedis. So we are aiming to produce about 20,000 containers of Sleepamine gummies, which could actually yield about 40% profit. So we are actually calling on all investors to invest so much into our business so we could actually correct insomnia, because this is actually a pressing health issue we actually need to nurse in the country and of course around the world. We are actually targeting an age group of persons between 18 and 65 years, and one bottle or one container of Sleepamine gummies could actually go for 330 Ghana cedis. Of course, if you know anyone or if you've ever suffered from sleep disorders, you could actually tell how frustrating this is. So I'm sure people will be willing to pay for the solution of this problem. Sleepamine gummies, you sleep till you give up. Thank you. And this is actually dedicated to Mo, sending her love and some good health. Thank you.
Awesome. Berima representing Team Acidity with Sleepamine gummies. Mo was supposed to be his partner, but unfortunately, due to health grounds, she had taken a voluntary exit. Now, coming to Wilma, your thoughts?
Hi, Berima. Well done for doing this alone and for holding it down. Number one, I loved the fact that you stated your credibility, right? So stating that you are into the pharmaceuticals show that, number one, you knew exactly what you were talking about, and that helps to build credibility. Two, your product was clear. I know that if I can't sleep and I take one, I'll be able to sleep. And you had a differentiator from all the other sleep products it would clear your skin, which I think is a good selling point. One thing that any investor wants to know, especially since you are marketing in a country like Ghana, what are the numbers? Maybe it is just me and just your the patients that died that have sleep issues. Maybe there's a larger number of people in Ghana. Give us a percentage about this number of people suffer from this. Then we know that, okay, when you come up with your product, right, you have an audience. Number two, the art of selling, especially when it comes to medicine, is speaking in a language that everybody understands, okay? You clearly you have the credibility and you understand the ingredients that go into things, but the regular person wants to know that, one, I will not die when I take it. Two, I will not get addicted. Three, maybe it will not mess with my other system. So when you are speaking or when you are communicating, you use languages that they can understand. The third thing is, again, as I say to everybody, 18 to 56-year-old is not enough desegmentation. It's good that at least you have called out 18 to 56, but we have 18 to 56 wealthy, and we have 18 to 56 middle, and we have 18 to 56 low. They are different places, they do different things. Be very specific. Which kind of 18 to 56-year-old are you targeting, right? And then you can properly position your marketing towards them. But all in all, well done.
Thank you.
All right, wonderful. Thank you so much, very much. And yes, moving away from the pharmaceutical industry, but staying within the health sector, because our next and eighth group are speaking on a mobile dialysis home service business titled ePort Dialysis, and is led by Team Hope, which is Prescari and Tyclev.
Machine, Mrs. Johnson.
That's wonderful news, Doctor. I feel much better already.
Hi. Good evening, investors. Good evening, judges. Good evening, fellow housemates, and good evening, viewers. I'm Prescari, and my partner here is
Tyclev.
And together we are Team Hope. We can all testify to the fact that kidney health issues have become very rampant in the country. And due to how expensive the dialysis procedure is, a lot of people are not able to afford it. So we are here to pitch to you ePort Dialysis, which literally targets expensive dialysis procedures, and it literally creates job opportunities for dialysis specialists, and it also helps in mobility services. So some of our features of our ePort Dialysis is it's a pay half, pay other half later feature. It has an automatic appointment date. It's a specialist assignment. It features for medical and kidney health education, a Ghana card registration, a scanned hub for diagnostic results, and a sole proprietorship.
Okay, thank you, Prescari. So, hitting on the features, but before I do, the issue of patients always having to move to a hospital in order to get treatment, it's bad, because what if there's a situation where a patient urgently needs attention and then they don't have money for transport, or their situation doesn't allow them to move to the hospital? Now, what ePort does is, one, when you register, of course, your first registration comes with a free treatment, a free treatment, which assigns you to a doctor and then a nurse. Now, the nurse is going to come to your house with a portable dialysis machine, treat you. Of course, first treatment is free, and then go. Then after, you are going to subscribe. Now, the subscription is so cheap. It's just 50 cedis. Now, after you pay your subscription, it comes with a free health education, especially on kidney, how to treat kidney infections or how to manage them at an early stage. Now, ePort also opens a platform for doctors to register, which solves the issue of employment, because there's a lot of doctors that maybe they are working for hospitals, all right, but then there's a layoff, or maybe some of them don't have a particular place they work. They keep moving from hospitals. So what ePort does is it gives them a chance to have a particular employment that is dealt around kidney issues. Now, ePort also gives automatic appointment dates, in a sense that sometimes patients can forget that today or tomorrow is their appointment date, and then they will stay home. Now, what ePort does is it prompts our team for them to come to your house and treat you without you reaching out to a nurse. Also, we have a feature that has a scan tab for diagnostic results. Maybe you went to a hospital, and then after your lab results, a doctor isn't available, but you need another doctor to tell you what the result is. What you can do is take a picture of your result, put it on the ePort app, and then it will assign you a doctor to explain your lab results and what it carries. Now, our target market is centered around adults from 18 to 80 years and above. This app targets all classes because even the rich sometimes cannot pay for dialysis because dialysis comes with every 3 days, treatment in every 3 days. So what if you're not able to pay for 3 days straight? That is where our pay half and pay later comes in. Now with our pay half and pay later, you start by paying 40%, then the rest of your payment is spread in 30% along the month. Now, our mode of operation, as I said earlier on, we have special assignments in every district. In every district, we assign 5 doctors per district, which will be attending to any patient that reaches out on the app. And then nurses will be assigned particularly to patients. Now, what happens is if you have been assigned a nurse to come to your house, you have a special feature on the app that allows you to request for the nurse to stay with you and take care of you till your case has been well treated. Now, our revenue strategy, we are going to be using our personal capital to fund our marketing strategy and then our startup cost. And then also, our subscriptions is going to cover up any extra cost that comes with maintenance and then a server maintenance and then some payments. Our selling price. Now, people may ask, how much is our app going for? We, ePort, want to be very affordable, be it to government or private hospitals. And then our selling price is going for just 10,000 Ghana cedis. Just 10,000. Now, our marketing cost. What ePort will be doing is that we will be advertising through TV and radio broadcasting, PIS, which is public information systems, and social media ads. Now, our difference is that it will be a home service registration. Now, in conclusion, ePort is basically going to give job opportunities and then sort out the issue of rising kidney problems and also help educate people virtually and with audios on how to treat kidney issues. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much. Team Hope for ePort dialysis coming to you, Jeremiah.
All right, you guys look good. I like that. And clearly good. Both of you are used to being on stage, which is a good thing. You speak well, it's very clear, it's great. So I am not clear. What are you selling? What exactly are you selling?
So we are selling a service and an application together.
Okay. So what's the service? Is it the dialysis device?
Yes.
That's mobile.
So the service is the dialysis device that comes with a healthcare specialist. So they will be deployed to your home. So we are also selling home service.
Do you know what confused me?
No.
I had 50 cities somewhere in the beginning of the presentation. And I had 10,000 cities somewhere at the end of the presentation. So which one is the 50 cities and which one is the 10,000 cities?
So the 10,000 cities is a selling price. Selling price in the sense that maybe private hospitals or let's say government facilities like MOH might want to use our application to operate. Now that is where the selling price comes in. We are willing to sell the app for them.
Fine.
Yes.
So what's the 50 cities then?
So the 50 cities is just registration.
For what?
So after you are treated first, you need to subscribe. So we have your details. That is for constant checkups. So our doctors would not just be treating you, our doctors and nurses would not just be treating you, but then they will be checking in on you from time to time. And that also takes some time off their working
clearly,
hours.
you are marketing a business that has multiple products and services, but you did not clarify that in your presentation. Because the people signing on to the app is different from the people buying the device.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
But you didn't do that clarification, so you should do that.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, well done. Team Hope, Priscari and Tyclev ePort dialysis, you may please sit or take your seats. And we move away from the health sector in totality into communications. Next, we have our 9th group, Team Apex, Kaj and Dede, presenting on OC Studios and Communications, a digital service and advertising business.
Two. Good evening, investors. Good evening, housemates. Good evening, Ghana. My name is Kaj, and I'm here with
Didi.
Okay, I believe every business presented here today has a marketing strategy. And in your marketing strategy, that is when we come in. OC Studios and Communications. So we are a media communication and advertising firm. So we simply write copies for ads and we promote small businesses like how you came to present your business here. So the name OC is Outlook Climax. So we look into your business when you come to us and we pitch your business to the climax. So our services include advertising, video content production, digital and brand strategy, voiceovers, social media management, brand positioning, and influencer management. So we have influencers that we manage as well. And we are going to solve your problem that you have, which is no visibility. Like you are a small brand starting. So we are going to solve your problem with getting you visibility and also reaching the right audience. Also, we push your brands through social media activation. We help your brand with consistent content creation, because right now, you know, content creation is a thing and every brand should be consistently creating content. And like I said, we push your brand through social media activation like TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, and the rest. And after that, we track your data. Mostly people don't know what works for them, whether they just create any content, whether trending or not. But when you contact our firm, we will help you track your content, your data, what worked for you, what didn't work. Within the week, month, and annually, we will have a meeting with you for you to know exactly what is working and what is not working.
Our target audience are registered businesses. Not just large-scale businesses, but small-scale businesses as well. Brands, businesses who needs us, we are able to give them visibility to grow, social media recognition, to find the right audience and strategize themselves digitally.
And we give you value for your money. You are not just paying us to do anything. We will give you value. Your money will actually convert into real-time feedbacks. You will see what you are paying for. And our unique selling point, our USP is we give free masterclass, one-day masterclass to our clients, because you know, people pay for masterclass, and the masterclass include like content creation, how to create a good content creation, a good content for your brand, and also we will teach you basic video editing so that you can you can actually do your own thing. And this is how, let me just go how we work, how this one works. So when you come to us, we get your product or services. Yes, it has to be registered. And also we know your target audience, and we know we see how to advertise, whether it's through campaigns, activation, and we want to know we will have to know your focus to whether you want to sell or you want to increase followers, because we believe that every business have like a marketing strategy, and we understand that your target market is critical for advertising your product.
You can access our services through websites, social media, billboards, and people also get access to our services through recommendations and referrals.
Okay, so how we generate revenue? We generate revenue through contract, campaigns, activations, social media, and since we also manage influencers, we generate revenue from influencer management and sometimes to direct client payment. And mainly marketing strategy, we are like marketers, so we'll have like sponsored ads, content creation, and we have like billboards all over. And in conclusion, we just want to tell you that we are a digital and advertising company that will help elevate small brands like what was just presented here. And you need us, you would need and you need us in your business. You need OC Studios and Communications. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, wow, that was actually probably the quickest presentation done so far. All right. Now coming to Wilma.
Hi guys. Hi. So as a marketing manager who works with agencies, there are approximately 624 agencies in Ghana, with 524 of them in Accra, all chasing the 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 brands that can afford it. So what I was really looking forward to was what at all makes you different. And it was for me, it was not there. Because just like you, there are so many other, it's a saturated market. It is, really, it is. So if you're not entering into that market with something that makes you distinctively different, that because of what you do alone, people are paying attention to you. Nobody will pay attention to you because there's a million of you. And unfortunately, the way creative agencies work, or digital or influence or whatever, it is, I can do it. So give me a chance, pay me, and let me show you. And we can't really, it's money that we're spending. Do you get what I mean? So not to say that your agency might not be successful. It might be, but I'm saying that it would be extremely difficult for you to enter into this market if you do not have a unique selling proposition. When you were speaking, I thought I was finding it there, because you started by saying small businesses like yours. So I was like, okay, maybe they are going to specialize in lifting big businesses off the market. And like when you start your business, you know that you have to find some money for OC, because I thought that was where you were going, but it seemed like you were targeting everybody else, and that just makes you just like everybody else. And unfortunately, if I'm an investor, I'm not going to invest in sweet talkers, because marketers, we are sweet talkers, just like that, without something that is going to make us different. So sit down, think through if this is something you truly want to do, and find that sweet spot wow factor that is going to differentiate you from everybody else. Probably like even a different target audience, right? You know, in Ghana, hospitals are not allowed to advertise. Legal are not allowed to advertise. Architects are not allowed to advertise. If you are able to go to these people who by law are not allowed to advertise, and you are able to give them a strategy that will help them reach the audience that they are looking for, guess what? It sets you apart automatically. But please, we have 1 billion of you guys. Give us something unique and different, and that will quickly elevate you guys into that space that you're trying to get in. Thank you.
Fantastic. Well done, Team Apex. You may please take a seat. Kaj and Dede, OC Studios and Communications. Now from there, we move on to last but certainly not the least, the 10th group. They are presenting Queentell. It's Team Standard, and it's Nadia and Telfa.
Linda. But you feel me, you forgot the more ginger. I be you one time, Billy. Tell me, you go fit to a Billy. Man, never feel for me. Chitty pie come from my belly. On my way, don't look far away when I lay next to your body. Relax and let it shorty, yeah. On my way, don't look far away, don't you leave me, see my darling. Hold on to my touch,
Hello, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, our investors, good evening, judges. I'm Nadia, and we are presenting Queentell. So basically, our business idea is about cocoa. At very young ages, a single mother struggle to make ends meet. We would wake up early each dawn to go and sell our everyday cocoa in order to be able to fend for her family. It all started in the heart of Osu. With 8 mouths to feed, Hajia Salamatu became one of the most popular cocoa vendors in Osu. As at that time, a rubber of cocoa sold for about 1 to 2 Ghana cedis, and she sold over 600 pieces in a day. This is to tell you that the cocoa business is a very, very lucrative business. I can put it to you and boldly say that out of every 10 Ghanaian people, 9 out of 10 drink cocoa. Students, workers, even people of old age drink cocoa. So this is to say that the cocoa business can be taken to the next level, and we plan to do so. With our statistics drawn and our plans perfectly curated, if we are to invest 100K into this business, we will make over millions in a year. And we plan to tell you how we plan to do so. So I'm going to give it to my business partner too.
As my partner said, if we invest 100,000 cedis into our business, would make you about millions within the end of the year. Trust me. So this 100,000 cedis, we are going to divide it into 4 parts, what I call the PWWS. The PWWS simply means packaging, websites, workers, and space. Now, we are planning to expand our product, our food business. Now, we are one package, which is the 500 ml bottle, which is 500 ml bottle, which is recyclable. We are not using the normal rubber that other cocoa sellers use. So we are using a recyclable bottle, which costs 1 cedis per bottle. And it has our logo on it. We are planning on making 10,000 per day. Secondly, we have our website. Our website designer, we spoke to our website designer, and he said he's going to charge us 3,000 Ghana cedis for our website. Thirdly, our workers, we have 40 staffs, 20 working day, 20 working nights, divided. Lastly, we have the space where this is our cookhouse, basically where we cook our food. Here is going to cost 30,000 cedis for a year. 30,000 Ghana cedis per year. With all this, when we calculate it, it sums up to 93,000 Ghana cedis. We would have an extra 7,000 Ghana cedis for unwanted costs that might come during this process. Now, with all this being said, if we are to sell 5,000 pieces of cocoa within a day,
which is very, very possible, putting the statistics together and the number of people that actually drink cocoa is very possible.
If you are to sell to 5,000 pieces a day, we are going to make about 25,000 Ghana cedis. And then, mind you, we are at right now, cocoa is being sold for 4 cedis to 5 cedis in a rubber bag. But we are giving you value for your money. We are having it at the same 5 cedis and this recyclable package, which is actually good for you, for your health as well. So if we are to run the numbers, 25,000 times 365 days in a year, we would have.
Let me do that for you. 25,000 times 365.
No, do it 30. Within a year would be 2 months, but we want to make it to. Let's just base it to
so I'm going to do the month for you as well.
Within a month, we are going to make about 750,000 Ghana cedis from selling to about 5,000 people within a year. Yeah, within a year, we'll be able to raise 9,425,000 Ghana cedis. With all this, we can boldly say, if you are to invest 100,000 Ghana cedis,
we are going to make value out of it, and then we would give you a profit of one. You would have 1% profit.
So our profit that we are being given to our investors is 1% of the money that is going to be given to us. So out of the 10K, we are going to give you 1% in addition to your money.
1%.
Yes, interest.
1%.
Sorry, 10%. Sorry, 10%.
It was 10%. Sorry, 10%.
10%. Sorry.
10% interest.
Jeremiah.
Was going well until we got to the 1% that has
10%.
transmogrified to 10%.
Yes, please.
I'm looking at your figures, and again, this is supposed to be for our learning. Your figures are really, really high. How much you are expecting to make? Charlie, doing business in Ghana is not that easy. Like, but I'm a multi-millionaire. It's not that easy. So if you think that you're going to put in 100,000 cedis into a business and make 9,425,000,
it's possible.
It's actually possible.
It's actually possible.
With the statistics of people who drink cocoa in a day, we are going to reach a wider audience because we are also making it possible on the website. Not just, we are also having food.
Let me quote a line from a song to you. Ubinya beto. So your figures, and then the next thing, the amount of money you are giving to your investor is not incentivizing. Like, I'm giving you 100,000 for you to go and making 9.4 million, and you give me 10% on the 100,000. Okay, that's not attractive enough.
I'm giving you 10% on the profits we make.
You're giving me 10% on the profits you make
in a year.
So that's like how much? 900,000.
Yeah.
940,000.
Yes.
Yes, please.
If you only make that money there. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Well done, Team Standard, Nadia and Telfa with Coco Queentell.
I'm in love with the cocoa. Like that. I'm in love with the cocoa.
All right.
What's in love with the cocoa?
In love with the cocoa. Thank you so much, DJ Scooby. We're going to go on a quick break, and we're coming back to our big announcement. Who the judges were impressed by the most. We'd love to hear from you what your thoughts are. Use the hashtag #PerfectMatchExtra. We'll return on to Adisa Plus, wrapping it up for TV3 to allow for other programming to come on. But we'll be continuing with our big announcement on Adisa Plus and as well on social media. So you can keep being tuned in. If you're watching on TV3, kindly move on to Adisa Plus right now. Once we come back from break, we'll be getting into our big announcement and seeing which group or housemates has impressed the judges the most. Again, let us know your thoughts with the hashtag #PerfectMatchExtra. We'll be right back after this.
You dey sleep?